Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is the Captain's Quarters Show. I am your host, L. Milliner, the Captain. Thank you all for being here. Today, I am reacting to another Oliver Anthony video, except this one is not a song. These are just words of wisdom that he decided to make a video about, right, while riding in his car. I thought it was too important to just not react to. I think if I can shine a little bit more light on this, then I'm definitely here to do it. So, without further ado, I want to bring the man himself in and let him speak to all of us. This is very important, I think, for everybody to hear. Let's go.
I'm driving back home. I had a crazy time in Currituck. I always have fun in Currituck, whether it's 30 people or it's 12,000 people. The Moore's Farm Market is just, there's nothing else like it. So thanks to them for putting it on. Thanks to all of y'all for coming out. There were people who flew in, people that drove down from up north. Mind blown. And hell,
Man, this guy is very humble. He's very humble because a lot of people that are in his position, having a song, a mega hit song, viral song like he has, for him to be speaking the way he's speaking, just man, so appreciative is different. Is different. You don't see that a lot.
Signed and took pictures a good 4 hours after the show.
Wow.
And it wasn't like people just came up and shook my hand. They come up and they told me about the battles they've been dealing with, depression and suicide and money, and those are real problems. This song is not something that it's not like it's some masterpiece I've created. It's the masterpiece and the emotions of the song, it already exists within you. Sometimes it just takes the right song coming along to let those out. But my question to you is, when Oliver Anthony's long gone and forgotten about, what can you do in your own life to maintain this energy, this positivity, this unity that I see among people like I've never seen before?
He poses a great question. He understands the magnitude of the song that he made, but he's able to move himself to the side and not be the center of the whole situation, right? And say, look, let's shine a light over here to say, forget me, him, right? Forget Oliver Anthony. What are we gonna do moving past the song? Like, this song is huge. I understand people are connected to it, but outside of the song, are we going to be able to break down these barriers that we have with one another because of division issues, like whether it be so-called race, this is me speaking, so-called race, or ideologies and whatnot. It's there's a bigger picture here, and he's trying to point to that. Let's keep riding.
What are the next steps to make life better for people? What can you do for your neighbor? There used to be such a strong sense of community in this country, and you still see it a lot in small town America, but even there it's dying out. Things just change too quickly these days, But humans have the ability to possess such overwhelming compassion. And it seems like we've really let ourselves focus too much on hate. Humans can manifest wicked amounts of hate. We've seen it all throughout world history. even in the last 150, 200 years. I mean, just some of the atrocities, the genocides, the war.
Okay. Now, I heard what he said. Now, allow me to give my 2 cents on what he just said. He was talking about the war. He said, I don't know if he's talking about a specific war, but we do know about a war that's going on right now, a very big war between Ukraine and Russia. And why is America actively a part of that? No, we don't have boots on the ground. You know, allegedly we don't have boots on the ground, but we're giving one side of that war billions and billions and billions of dollars to fund their side. So we're basically in a war by proxy. That's what that is. So we are a part of this war. What are we benefiting from that as a nation? This is the United States of America. What are we gaining from siding with Ukraine, giving them all this money, weaponry, etc.? We didn't do anything, mind you, back in 2014 under President Obama when was that area Crimea was taken. Russia took that. No war happened. Do y'all remember that? Okay. But now all of a sudden the war is going on, and then all these other European countries and America is involved in supporting Ukraine. But what are we benefiting from that? He also said genocides. Now, I don't know specifically what he's talking about, but my 2 cents is in urban America, what we call black people, you know, because that whole race thing is really a made up thing anyway. The only race is the human race. But we've divided into these different groups based on skin color. And it's ridiculous. But in urban communities where so-called black people live, for the most part, black people only make up 12 to 14% of the population of America. But yet are responsible for about half of all homicides in America. And on the flip side, black people account for about half or maybe more of the victims of homicide in America. That is staggering. No other demographic in America puts up numbers like that. Aside from that, also another form of genocide, unborn children. Okay, they get terminated, right? Pregnancy terminations. I'll be clean. And we're talking about in the millions, and this is all children of all colors, shades, pigments. Okay? What we've allowed this to go on in our country. We've had a couple things change in the last year or so. You know, some states do a better job of handling that than others. But as a nation, we have let down the most vulnerable, the most innocent in this country, unborn children. Let's keep listening to what my man's got to say.
We live in an era where we have everything. You know, there were wars fought over spices. Like, people died over spices.
Facts.
And now we can sit on the couch and we can order whatever spice we want from the comfort of our phone and the air conditioning.
Yep.
But we still want to fight. We still want to hate each other. We want to find reasons to hate each other. And I'm no Dr. Phil, but I just feel that in this moment in time,
he's no Dr. Phil, but he just feels like, look, man, the artistry is coming out of the man. He can't even help it. He just got bars like that. But anyway, this man is going deep. Listen to what he's saying.
When so many people are feeling the same frustrations, it would be wonderful to capitalize on that and just use that positive energy to help other people in your life. Maybe people that are different than you, people that you wouldn't normally connect with. I can tell you from my experience in the jobs I've had and all the people I've talked to, everyone has a really interesting story if you just give them the time to talk. And it's easy to walk down the sidewalk by somebody and look down at the ground, look at your phone. But that really is a big part of the problem. We're all so disconnected from each other.
We are.
We need to find a way to take this energy from this anomaly of a song, from this stupid guy that, I mean, look, I appreciate the compliments, but I'm not a good musician. I hardly know my way around the guitar. My singing's okay. That's not what made this. It's you and the struggle.
See what I'm saying? So humble. So humble.
In your life.
In 2 miles,
that's what's made this
take the
what it
interchange
is.
on the right.
Find a way to start fixing those problems. Find a way to start having good conversations with people that live around you. That's all I want out of this.
Amen. Amen, brother. You know, when I started my platform From Left to Right USA, I started out on Facebook, and then I moved it over to YouTube back in 2020. And when I started it, the whole purpose of why I started my platform was because God was like, He gave me an opportunity. You know, you're able to, it's all about making connections with people and having conversations with people who may not necessarily agree with you, but you can find commonalities with that person through conversation, through asking questions, you know, and listening to what they have to say. And so my whole platform was based on, you know, conversations, and I've had great ones with people who some agree with me and many don't agree with me. But that's why I even got started doing it. And it's so important, man. He hit the nail on the head with this. He really did. I appreciate everything he had to say. And I hope y'all did too. If y'all will, that's my 2 cents. If y'all will, leave me a like. Leave me a comment. Let me know what y'all thought about what Oliver Anthony had to say. And also what I had to say in relation to what he had to say. Thank y'all so much. Hit that subscribe for me if you have not already. I appreciate it. Thank y'all for hopping aboard the Captain's Ship. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. This was the Captain's Quarters Show. I was your host, L. Milliner, the Captain. Until next time, I am gone.